Hello, everyone. All right, so I wanted to talk about really telling a new story. So, telling a new story in your life. So, I want you to tell a new story about your present. I want you to tell a new story about your past and what is possible for your future. So, I got this from Abraham Hicks. So, I was binging on Abraham Hicks this morning, and I really thought it's how important it is to tell yourself a new story. So, a lot of the times we're telling ourselves negative things about ourselves and what's possible. Hello, Stacking Millions. What's happening? So we're telling ourselves, like, oh, is it possible for me? Or, who am I to do that? But tell yourself a new and empowering story. How do you want it to be? How do you want your life to be? And I know sometimes it can feel a little bit like, man, like you're looking from your physical senses, like what you can see, hear, smell, taste, and touch in the moment. But I'm really asking you to think in terms of like abundantly and like tapping into the creative power of the universe, because really all things are possible, infinite possibilities. And so when you can tap into that truth and that knowing, then you're really an abundant thinker. So I want you to tell a story of your past. So instead of a victim story, a lot of people have victim stories because we've all like gone through things in our life, gone through traumas, gone through maybe bullying or a victim of something. And so change that from a victim story to an empowering story. So instead of like you were the victim of something that happened, like, no, I'm empowered and I'm stronger and I'm wiser and I can now be a role model for change, and I can be a catalyst of, of this movement that people that need my help, the people that have going through something that I went through, and I can be the one that can help them get over the hump. Or you can make it empowering where you're stopping the cycle of abuse in your family. Like that's huge. So telling a new story, don't feel like I'm the victim of the circumstance, but change the narrative of that story to now I'm a stronger, wiser woman that is more compassionate and can relate to those that need my help even in a more profound way. So tell a new story of the past, tell an empowering story of your present. So tell yourself a story of what's possible for you, and the way that you can tell like how you're in alignment. So it's all a lot about alignment and vibration. When you want to really manifest a beautiful life, or not even really manifest, but just tap into the abundance that is our birthright. So what I do is I just like to do affirmations and really do thought checks all the time. Like, what am I thinking on a continuous basis? Because what you're thinking is going to cause you, like the thoughts that you internalize are going to cause you to vibrate in that state of being. So you could say vibration, or you could even say like what you're feeling. Like a vibration is kind of just a feeling that people feel, but like what is the constant feeling? And that'll be based on the thoughts that you're thinking in your head, right? So right now, so think of the affirmation. So I'm abundant. Like well-being comes to me naturally. I'm overflowing with all good things. How does that feel? How does that feel? Does that feel like it's true? Does that feel like a little off? Like, because you have to really believe that it's true. Because if we live in an infinite universe with infinite possibilities, then you have to know it's true. And we are a child of God. We are a child of the Most High with that God power within us. So once you know and believe that, then you can start vibrating at a higher level. So, God really vibrates at that like abundant level. So you want to like tap into that and just let that be your continuous state of being. And so Abraham says, hold the state of being for 17 seconds. So when you can hold that state of being for 17 seconds, then that's when that like law of attraction force starts bringing that to you. And that's the same thing. So if it's negative or if it's positive, I forgot who said it, but if you think you can or you think you can't, then you're right. So really telling yourself a new story. So tell yourself a new story of the now moment, even if you're not feeling great. I can feel better. I'm on my path to feeling better. Like it doesn't, you don't have to like go from like down in the dumps to like I'm a millionaire. Like you could do a slow progression based on what you can really get behind, and just one step closer to where you want to be, instead of going backwards in like a negative trajectory. You can like really go forwards. So one of the things Abraham says is like you can't get there from there, so you're not going to be like homeless 10 millionaire the next day, but you can say if someone else can do it, then I can do it. If I really believe everything's working for our good at all times. And 2020 has been a crazy year, so it might be hard to even think that. But if you tell that empowering story, then you can live it and you can be it. So that's basically what I'm going to talk about today, is telling yourself a new and a powerful story that's going to help you really vibrate on that frequency of your desires already made manifest. So that's what I love teaching, what I love talking about, and what I love living. I've really just experienced the most beautiful. So recently attracted, or just I guess attracted the most beautiful partner in my life. The really some awesome mentors and coaches in my life. I created the Abundance Mastermind, and that's hey. And that's been so awesome. And so I've just been surrounded by the most positive and prosperous, loving people. And it's not by accident. I know that I'm vibrating at that level where we're just a frequency match. And so that's why the people I'm hanging out with, the thoughts I'm thinking, the mentors that are coming into my life, it's not by accident. It's like it's an intentional process. So I just really want to tell you to watch your thoughts and what you're thinking, over the next couple of days. Just kind of, throughout the day, do like a thought tracker, and you can tell by the results that you're getting. So that's when you kind of know, like, if you're like doing a lot of positive thoughts or negative thoughts by what you're getting more of in your life. And if things are going negative, then you can just say, I got Rebecca, I got your outfit on. High off the hinges. Yes, I'm wearing some Rosario B clothing to go see my friend Rebecca today. I'm excited. Anyways, so yeah, so tell a new story. So how do you want the story to go? Like, how do you want your friends to be? What activities do you want to be doing? How do you want your business to be? And the thing is, like, so, I teach business. And so like just tell yourself like I'm prosperous, people love working with me, like when I call people, they love talking to me, they love, so just tell yourself a positive story and let that be true and vibrate with that and just get on that frequency and make it happen. So the thing is, if you keep telling yourself like, oh, I don't know if I can do this, I'm not confident, but blah blah blah, all these bad negative thoughts, then that's how you're gonna start acting, that's what you're gonna be projecting and feeling. And so you're probably not gonna take action. If you think like it's not going to happen, then you're not going to take the action. But if you're like, I know it's going to happen, I know they get amazing value from working with me, and people love working with me, like people, so then it's just going to get you really hyped up, and you're going to be excited to make those phone calls, excited to connect with people. And then think of it differently too. Like I used to think of when people are like, oh, you need a prospect, I'm like, oh gosh, like that sounds like, oh. But then I'm just like, oh, I'm just building relationships. I love building relationships. So anyways, yeah, so they're just new things about telling a new story. And I hope that was valuable. And I love you guys. And yeah, let me know what you think of this video on abundance and telling you a story. If you are interested in getting any kind of business or life coaching, please send me a message. I would love to talk to you. I do just strategy sessions and discovery sessions to see if it would be a good fit to work together. So if that's something you maybe are interested in, I know we are at the last quarter of 2020, going into a new year. So if you have some goals that you've wanted to achieve and you haven't quite gotten there yet, you need someone to kind of kick your butt to help you get there, give you some tools and strategies, then I would love to talk to you. So tell a new story. You can do it. I believe in you so much. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. All right. Bye. Take care. Bye, Facebook. Let me get off here. All right. I'll see you later.